Hello, welcome everyone to the Smudging Sage Tarot. Before we dive in, let's clear our minds with the breath and our space with the sage. Let the energy lift gently like the waters in today's card. One of my favorite, the Six of Swords. This card speaks of movement, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Yoo-hoo! After the battles and the reflections of the previous cards, this one brings a calm current of healing. The Suit of Swords, aligned with the element of air, rules our thoughts, beliefs, and communication. In the Six of Swords, we began to integrate the lessons of pain and find clarity through transition. Meaning of the Six of Swords, this card represents moving on, emotional healing, a mental transition. It's the journey away from hardship. Yes, not because everything is solved, but because you have outgrown the pain. There's still uncertainty ahead, but the card holds hope, quiet resilience, and gentle surrender. The key themes in this card are transition and change, emotional or mental healing, leaving behind difficulty, a journey towards peace, acceptance of what cannot be changed. So, the symbolisms are the boat on the water, okay? Movement across an emotional landscape. We have already learned that water in tarot symbolizes emotion, okay? The water is choppy on one side, calm on the other, reflecting the journey from troubled to stillness, or turbulence, for better saying, from turbulence to stillness. So, the figures on the boat, they are so sweet. It really, my heart is with them. Looks like a mother with a son, a child, something like that. A clothed figure and the child are ferried by another. This suggests being helped through healing or carrying others as you heal. It also symbolizes both grief and hope. So the six upright, okay, swords here, they talk about, they're like planted in the boat. Those represent lessons carried with you, your baggage of experience. It's like mental clarity is coming along for the ride. You see, the gray sky, so heavy, this pathos, okay? A quiet, maybe too quiet, neutral tone. Neither stormy nor clear, suggesting that healing is still in progress. But you need this weird kind of sad, because it's like the process of healing is happening in kind of secrecy. See what I mean? Like, I can hear this man, like on a gondola, making the minimum noise and flying on the water from turbulence to still waters. As Stephanie Gaboni notes in Guided Tarot, this card is a sacred threshold between pain and peace. Tina Gong describes it as a liminal space, the pause between past wounds and future clarity. In numerology and astrology, we have in numerology the number 6 talks about harmony, healing, and reconciliation. In the swords, it's about finding mental peace after conflict. In astrology, it's commonly associated with Mercury in Aquarius. It's like a progressive thought and intellectual detachment, a calm, rational decision to move forward. So, what does it mean when this card appears upright in a reading? It represents a necessary transition. You are leaving behind something painful, whether it's a belief, a relationship, or a mindset. This is not a rushed escape, but a conscious choice to seek peace. You may still be processing emotions, but you are moving in the right direction. That's what the meaning of this card. That's why I love it. The advice is to let yourself grieve what you are leaving behind, but trust the journey ahead. Healing may not be instant, but you are heading toward clarity and calm. Let's give some examples, okay? In a love and relationship reading, you or your partner, okay, are moving through a difficult phase together, or possibly moving on separately after emotional pain, okay? For example, after months of tension, a couple agrees to take time apart to heal and reevaluate their needs. In a work and career reading, it talks about leaving a job or environment that no longer supports your well-being. Sometimes you don't have to leave the company altogether. You can just change the department, you see. Sometimes it's enough. For example, you decide to resign from a toxic workplace, choosing peace over security, even if it feels uncertain. And this is an idea. Or you don't like the colleagues and you manage to be moved into another department. In a personal and spiritual growth reading, a mental or spiritual breakthrough that allows you to release all the baggage is happening, or it's about to happen. So, for example, you begin therapy and finally feel like you are making emotional progress after a long period of inner struggle. That's fantastic. But what does it mean when this card appears? In reverse, oh no, being stuck. This may suggest resistance to change or difficulty letting go. You may be emotionally or mentally stuck in the past, okay? Or feel that healing is taking too long. Sometimes this reveals This reversed card reveals that someone is returning to an old situation, not yet ready to move on. You know, another word is a loop, going into a loop, you know. You progress up a certain point, and then you are back to the first, to square one. The advice here is ask yourself, what am I still clinging to that prevents peace? Or are you ready to move forward, even if it means facing uncertainty? My reply is yes. I'm ready to move forward, even though means facing uncertainty. Now, let's give some reversed example, okay? In a love and relationship situation, reading. Unable to move on from past hurt, or unwilling to leave a painful situation. How long can we stay in that situation? For example, I remain in a relationship even though I know it's unhealthy, because the idea of starting over feels too overwhelming, unhealthy, or that is not leading anywhere. You can put whatever situation relies with this energy. In work and career, it's about feeling stuck or unable to find a new path after leaving a job. For example, you have quit your job, but fear or confusion has kept you from seeking new opportunities. In a personal and spiritual growth reading, it suggests to release limiting beliefs or trauma. For example, a pattern is holding you back, but you are unsure how to truly let it go or trust the healing process. Before the final words, I want to ask you, if you like this content and you want to see more of the Smudging Sage Tarot, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Final words. The Six of Swords is a gentle yet powerful card. It doesn't offer dramatic change. It offers healing through motion. Whether you are leaving behind an old story, a draining relationship, or a heavy mindset, okay? This card reminds you peace is possible. A better situation is at reach. You can have a better life. You are not rushing. You are realigning. Trust the journey and let your spirit be carried towards something better. But this implies movement. This implies that you have to set yourself in action. Nothing is going to go better if you are not in an ideal situation, if you don't take action. Thank you for being with me. Until next time, bye.